Hi, my name is Eunice Castillo, and this is my part two of Module 3 and 4 Individual Assignment Educational Leader in Advocacy Interview. I chose to interview Mr. Austin Clow, the headmaster and founder of Clow Bazaar Academy here in San Antonio, Texas. Founding inspiration. He founded Clow Bazaar in 2011, and he did it to address inequities in traditional education that he saw as a student coming up in high school. Students with autism, dyslexia, and anxiety were often misunderstood or neglected. And so the goal was to create a school where compassion replaces punishment or exclusion. And the roles and responsibilities of the advocacy leader is the chief planner. As we have definitely learned in this class, advocacy without planning does not go far. So it's the job of the chief planner to translate the school's mission and advocacy goals into structured, achievable plans for teacher growth and student success. He's a support champion, supports and promotes teacher wellness, retention, and access to training that enhances instructional quality by adhering to a schedule that includes 1 week on and 1 week off and 3 weeks on per month. And this school is year round, and so you'll go to school for 3 weeks, you'll be off a week, and that is year round with 2 breaks in winter and summer. Collaborative mentor, encourages staff voice, facilitates peer mentorship, and models reflective, flexible leadership, and change agent. Implements systems that support long-term development rather than quick fixes. And the leadership advocacy style, it's very much observational, and so he believes that advocacy starts with seeing beneath the surface. What is happening behind the behavior or the challenge, and how can that inform us how to handle a situation? Every decision begins with compassion and ends with learning. And true advocacy means acting as a unified community of support. It's not about one teacher, one parent, or one administrator working alone. And his use of data and observation. So for Mr. Clow, teachers are the most valuable source of data. They're the closest to the student. They are interacting with them every day, and there's a low teacher-student ratio. So teachers are very familiar with their students. And so from that data collected from the teachers, there's collaboration. So staff meet regularly to evaluate student progress. And student progress is also understood through relationships. So yes, we are tracking data, educational data, but we're also collecting data or looking at how well a student is adjusting, behaviors that may have really disappeared, and tracking progress from multiple areas. And it's a tool. Data is a tool. We do not use data for the sake of data, which is sometimes how it feels in a public school. So mission and advocacy visions are to teach through challenges, academic, behavioral, or emotional, create good world citizens, to promote compassion, inclusion, and student-centered learning, and to build a community where empathy and accountability can coexist. For professional development, his staff completes approximately 16 hours of professional development annually. There are some mandated trainings, and they usually emphasize inclusion, literacy, and behavioral understanding. Teachers are given the freedom to choose a personal development in an area that they feel they need extra support. And professional growth is seen as personal growth, and that builds confidence, empathy, and balance. And expanding on advocacy and leadership, leadership encourages staff-driven initiatives and collaboration and growth. He promotes opportunities, and they include mentorship programs for new teachers, which is really important. Develop advocacy-based personal development focused on creating inclusive environments and de-escalation during conflicts, which is something that a lot of educators deal with. And asking about, what I could do to, contribute, or how would my area of advocacy fit. And he said, quote, "You already do a lot. Maybe it's time to get a team together." So where do I fit in here? We are very aligned in our thinking. Shared commitment to compassionate education. My advocacy and Clavazar's mission prioritize empathy, understanding, and second chances for every student and teacher. Focus on teacher support. Advocacy for teacher wellness, retention, and professional training. It only strengthens the school's foundation of caring. And it just promotes consistent education, consistent educators. Growth through learning. Clavazar promotes personal development, and my vision adds to that by creating learning experiences that empower staff to lead with confidence and reflection. Data with purpose. Like Clavazar, I value meaningful data, but not data for data's sake. To inform instruction, improve classroom culture, and celebrate progress all the way. And sustainable leadership. My approach encourages collaboration, flexibility, and advocacy that evolve with the need of the school and the community. And I can definitely see that there is a place for me to be able to promote those things that are very important to me. And in our readings for this module, Venneklassen and Miller, I believe it was in the advocacy article that we read, emphasized that transformative leaders mobilize people in ways that encourage collaboration, respect, shared values, and action. This idea connects deeply to my advocacy for teacher support, retention, and training at Clavazar. True advocacy, as they describe, isn't about control or authority. It's about empowering others to find their voice and act collectively toward shared goals. When teachers feel valued and supported, their confidence and creativity rise, which directly influences student success and overall classroom atmosphere. As the old saying goes, a rising tide floats all boats. Thanks.